It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chargers.
Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And off we go from SoFi. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Couldn't connect there, incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this clean at the 30. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
They give it to him again. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Herbert on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Give now to the running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. 2 set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He's on the move. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Hit made by Josh Uche. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Catch straight over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Ravens and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Now it's Lamar. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Play action now with Jackson. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Brooks can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here is Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. With some trickery here on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will go on offense. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Finds him over the middle. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. The give to Brooks, running right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Man in motion here. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we're going. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another carry for him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Pistol snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Chargers returning their offense and this running back to the field. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
They'll run here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a give up the middle. And he finds... Get it up to the 42-yard line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Mitch Wisnowski headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. Oh, and they fake it. And they don't come through on the fake as the pass falls incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our... Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chargers in the dime on third down. 6 DBs out in coverage. From the gun, Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a 38-yard look here. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Herbert on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10, Herbert. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now Herbert again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now, you can see he's 2nd in the league in touchdown receptions. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled by big Logan Hall. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. There's a handoff up the gut. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. from the 19. Chased out to his right. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he drives this forward to the 6. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll send him up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Ravens trotting out their offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the give, it's Brooks. And there was really nowhere to go there, just a small push to the 37. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. The tight end going in motion right. 2nd and 8. Pass complete to Walker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offense set for a 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Brooks. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 3. On target to Jackson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Here's Lamar. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physical.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call, and they're set up perfectly to counter it.
His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Flush down now to his left. He's keeping it. And he got this close to midfield before going out. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Man in motion, headed right. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed to his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He's been as active in the passing game as anyone on this team, and to very good results, Brock.
Yeah, it just feels like, Kate, nobody could cover him. And that's the advantage you have with these elite running backs, these dual threat guys that can run and catch it. A safety can't guard him, a nickelback can't guard him. Maybe even a corner's not going to guard this guy today.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They're now set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Herbert pushing his guys to get set quick. They're running again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers push the lead up to 12. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 3 now. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar out of the pistol. Cut out left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. On first down, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Walker hauls it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. The home team's back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to him again. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the air this time, Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. On 3rd down, Herbert. just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
All in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion. On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Handoff down to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Sheds off a rusher. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Into the hands of Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. That one's incomplete over the middle. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.